Alright, today we got learn extreme camouflage to escape special forces. I've seen a little bit of this video and it's basically about like some sort of extreme hide and seek game where basically there's like, I'm pretty sure there's like a couple of contenders in there, and then there's like some military trained agents that are like searching for them like throughout this whole like area that they're hiding in. Basically it's just some sort of extreme hide and seek, but I'm gonna get right into it. If y'all like if y'all like this content, please leave a like, subscribe, and I'm gonna get right into this. Oh, damn. Wait, hold on, that's actually, yo. I would never guess that. Okay, maybe if this is like his body, then maybe like if you step in it. But like, yo, he's really camouflaged. Damn. Bro, that is like some good detail right there. Look at this. That is some good details. Oh, he already did this. Only 2 people. That's crazy. He was hiding on a horse.
Oh man, this is insanely uncomfortable.
So with that in mind, I cleaned out my bank account to hire this Hollywood level makeup artist, and she's gonna be able to make me go from this to this.
That's insane.
I'm not taking it easy on these guys. What do you think, Kendall?
Bro, I can't even see you. That's insane.
But just to give you a little bit of context, these guys are no joke.
I've got 6 deployments to Iraq. I've got Afghanistan.
Alright.
So our mission says usually we're the kill, capture, kill type missions.
We would be at a target building. We're tearing apart the house.
But before all that, we still need to set up our hiding spots, considering that the challenge starts as soon as the special forces arrive here. And that can happen at any moment now, so we gotta finish our spots ASAP.
If I cut out this area right here, I literally don't think they're ever going to find me. Gotta save the part so that we can just put it all over my face.
Oh, that's how they
Cutting
made a
this tree
reel.
is taking much longer than I expected, so
They
I'm
used
gonna
the
go check
bark.
on Kendall and see if I can't get some help.
All right, guys, we're gonna see if this bad boy right here
Can stop these special forces guys from finding me. I'm gonna put a false top, overload it with trash. I think this is gonna do. It's a pretty trashy hat. You're welcome. If all else fails, I have my plan B, my trash cloak.
That actually looks pretty good.
Now, Kendall's
I feel
strategy
like-
is pretty
I feel like this one, I think he got better advantage using this one. And that's if, actually, I think about it, they will find him, either one. But the first one, they probably just like, they would, like, easily, if they just put their hand in the trash can, then they probably find him. And here, all they gotta do is just like rip them apart. And then they just easily found him. So this could like either go either way.
forward. But with Jeffrey, of course, I'm expecting something a little crazy.
I love Western movies. You guys like trees, though I guess likes trash. So my disguise today is going to involve a horse.
Are you serious?
Side strap to it. I have a blanket around it. It'll be wrapped around this horse.
Are you kidding me? You're gonna be mobile.
Those are stationary. Dude, whole new meaning to the word Trojan horse. And they come really close, we just go right off.
Into the sunset.
Wait, Jeffrey, come back. I still need your help. Jeffrey. And thanks to Jeffrey's skills, he was able to cut the tree super fast while Mariah started to get my makeup applied. So all we have to do now is get the bark glued to my face and pretty much just bury it.
Let's do this.
It takes a team to hide Matthew. Here I am helping you. Do you think you're gonna stump the special forces?
It's gonna be a pruning experience for them.
You're at a new level.
New level.
That was so fun. It actually looks really good though. That's crazy. Are you good if I start filling this in?
Yes, please. I honestly think Kindle's spot is fire. He can literally lie down anywhere and look like a bag of trash. I mean, he kind of does that anyways.
Appreciate it.
Without the spot.
Can you open your mouth for a while?
Oh,
Why am I always the one who has to bury you?
He did indeed
Oh,
find a
Jesus.
horse.
You and me are going to have
Oh,
quite
damn.
the adventure
This
today. These
horse.
guys are special forces guys. They've encountered some crazy stuff in the past. I don't think these guys have too much experience with horses. That's right. We got some good stuff going. That guy, Matt, he's kind of a goober, but we like him. I'm telling you, Matthew, he's literally inside of a tree trunk right now. So, Quincy, I got one question. Are you subscribed to the channel?
Just so you know, those 2 people are the owner of the horse and a trainer. And of course, they have a good reason to help Jeffrey with his crazy idea.
We're training him for packing, so we're putting a bunch of weird stuff on him. Got him in a new environment he's not used to. Kids, don't try this at home. Miss Renee and Ben, they know what's up. Horses are amazing. Go out, experience
I wonder how the horse feels about this. Like, honestly, I can't imagine right now. I feel like not an open crazy if he like if one of the owners like mount him while he's already on the horse, so that way it can like be realistic. Like if he could like mount it and take it while riding the horse, all they would like ever caught them. They probably will not caught them. I feel like if they stand in like a certain way though, like if they stand around the horse for too long, then they might catch that shit on, because I don't think a horse should have a saddle on for that long, like outdoors. She was in the barn or some shit.
Probably don't agree to hide from special forces guys.
Oh, and speaking of special forces,
Man, 50 acres, we might need to hustle a little bit.
so since we have no time to waste, Kendall and Mariah are rushing to help me finish my hiding spot.
A little uncomfortable, but we're gonna make it work.
Also, this feels like I'm screaming into your forehead. Please don't say that.
We're literally putting the finishing touches on, just a little bit of foliage. They're already here, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna get your high spot?
Yeah, I'm going.
All right, peace. Thank you. I think this is gonna work.
I'm 60 minutes for 3 guys on the property.
Might need to jog around a little bit, try to cover some ground.
And that's exactly what they'll have to do if they're gonna find us on time. Let's just hope they don't jog past my location too many times.
Guys, wake me up when you walk by.
Jeffrey's in his open field for some reason. That's not suspicious at all.
No going back at all whatsoever.
And Kendall's here outside the garage of the main house.
We got it. Let's get in. Alright, we're in the dumpster. One thing I underestimated is how hot it is. It's literally like I'm in an oven. I hear him pulling up right now.
And different from our last video where the police came to find us with all their gear, Alex and Chris from the Special Forces are so confident in their skills that the only thing they brought for this operation are 2 walkie-talkies.
Plan-wise, we start with our buildings, do counterclockwise on the property. And then let's just go building to building to building.
Time starts right now. All right.
Chris, I'll work this side and then we'll go to these other rooms.
It's pretty crazy how fast they come up with a plan of action and immediately start applying it.
No fake seats here.
And
Yeah,
not
he's
just
fast.
that, but they operate in a very methodical way.
Plan here is to do kind of a grid pattern. So we want to make sure that we're clearing one area and then we can confidently say, okay, not in here.
Why they're fast.
Okay, let's keep moving.
And their strategy is pretty simple, but very effective. The moment they enter any area, they go on separate paths, checking every single spot. And after a
Yeah,
full
they're just
pass,
showing
I
no
got the
mercy.
vehicles. The other person goes and double checks their work, which means it's
And they really, look at this. Hold on. Look, they're really suspecting someone to be in that little ass bin. Then they must be that good then. They really assume that anybody's in that little ass bin for real.
every single spot. And after a full pass,
I got the vehicles.
the other person goes and double checks their work, which means it's almost impossible for them to leave anything behind. So I guess that's bad news for me and the gents.
Well, I'll go this
Yeah, I
way,
know
you
that
go
guy's
that
like
way.
top
And the
right.
crazy thing is that they're literally
Aeon. Now you know that's military. Look at them.
checking every nook and cranny of this
That's some
entire
military work
farm.
right there.
You know who might be in there? Beaver Boy.
And they just check anything.
Looking for anything that looks out of place, anything that looks suspicious. You usually pick out if things have been moved a lot recently.
Fun war story. I once found a guy hiding in the hay. This? Welcome to Afghanistan. Been there 5 times.
Try not to step on Matt's face. You never know where he's at, man. I think we gotta get in the house.
Guys, I've gotta go out. It's just too hot in here. I can't stay in here any longer.
Need to quickly get through the house.
I hear him outside right now. Please don't check the trash.
Oh, damn, he really got away with that. Oh, hell no. Yeah, I knew it. But I knew it. The minute they put their hand in, they immediately go in. They found him. You should have made that shit like less obvious. I feel like he should have made it like that kind of obvious. That was kind of obvious. Let's be for real. Like that trash shit was not that deep enough for like hide in general. Like it was literally just a cardboard, just a couple of trash. Like I feel like that was a little bit too obvious. I'm not gonna lie. In my opinion, that was a little too obvious, especially with these guys.
Hold on, 9 minutes in.
Oh,
Hey guys. Oh man, this is insanely uncomfortable. Well, if only you hadn't checked the second time.
All right. I'm Kendall.
Kendall, Alex.
Alex, great to meet you.
Oh, yeah, who took it? Oh, he's fast though. Oh shit.
Am I the first?
Yep, you're the first.
Man.
Weird feelings. There's something going on around here.
Dude, how on
No, that'd be
earth
scripted.
does
That's gotta be
Hey,
scripted.
Chris,
There's
stay
no
out
way
there.
he knows.
Stay out of here. I'm suspicious. I'm just thinking that something's going on that I should be aware of. Like there's movement happening.
It's crazy how in just 9 minutes they found one person and pretty much cleared all the buildings on this side of the property.
Oh, Jesus.
Alex. Yeah, pleasure.
They just left him in there? Bro, that's got no way. He tied his ankles too.
How far you meet you, Alex? Yeah, pleasure.
There's no way he just left him
Let's
in
get
there.
up here.
See,
Just
that's what
gotta
I'm
make
saying.
sure, you know?
That's what I'm saying. He should have had more trash in his, instead of like just this thin layer. Like he should have more trash in there to make it like more realistic. Fast. And they just suspect a lot of. They just really suspect a lot of things.
Yeah, nothing to see here.
You searched the kitchen?
I checked all this. It's
They really. Is that oven on?
Yeah,
They
nothing
really
to see
think-
here.
They really think someone's in that oven. Damn, what did Afghanistan do to them to make them assume that a person can hide in like the smallest areas?
You searched the kitchen?
I checked all this. It's a distraction. Let's go outside.
What's our time?
We got 32 on my clock.
Which means they lost a few precious minutes trying to tie up Kendall. Thanks for buying us some time, bro.
I think what we should do, going out to the external fence line, going down to the creek, meeting in the middle, so you can come down this way. I'll come down this way.
And then you want to meet in the creek?
Yeah. Deep surf.
We'll hit this fence line, look for anything that looks out of the ordinary. There's so much ground.
I'm telling you, there are no breaks for these guys. They're always moving forward, which makes it a little hard for us normal people to keep up with them.
My foot has cramped up so bad, I can't actually open my toes up. So I've given Chris my iPhone. He's got to go to do his thing. Oh, God.
Camera guy goes down. Joe, let's go on. We gotta find these guys. So it's weird to me. We're in this property that no one lives in, and there's people up there riding horses. It's either a complete distraction or
Hold on. Oh, that horse had a hum. That's gotta be so. I
property
think it's
that
too
no one lives
obvious.
in, and there's people up there riding horses.
I don't know if that's his head or like that's how big the saddle is, but that's gotta be like. I feel like that's making it a little too obvious, just leaving a hat on the horse when there's only two people. Like, that's gonna be some suspicion. That shit would like look at the way the saddle just humps. That's some suspicion right there. I'm not gonna lie, he actually tied well in this horse. Like, I don't know what this is. I don't know, this is like some sort of apron, but I feel like this kind of hides well, but at the same time, it's kind of too obvious at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
It's either a complete distraction or there's something to be had. Maybe is Matthew dressed up as a horse?
I would never come up with an idea that cool. But Jeffrey, on the other hand,
That initial clear, try and be very quick. And you do what's called a back clear. So you clear it quickly, and then when you come back through, you back clear it, and you're a little more thorough in your search.
One of the key pieces of training is that you're constantly asking yourself what could go wrong. You're thinking about all the ways this stuff could fall apart.
legit, these guys' intuition is insane. I guess that's what years of active duty military service does to you.
Let's just walk by him. Oh, bro, why?
22 on my clock.
That's gotta be someone low. Why would you cough though when you hear somebody walking past you? Now I always do wonder what would happen if like an animal just walked on them for like this whole hour. You're telling me for a whole hour there has not been one insect, one animal that has not come across them at all? No way. Especially that low to the ground too. He's low. He's like that low to the ground. Surely at least one ant or lizard has crawled on his face for like this past hour, for that whole hour.
We'll walk down this creek for a minute.
I'm going in. Oh yeah, he's going in.
Where's Matthew at?
That's a great question.
There's a lot of hump on the back of a horse.
That's what I'm saying. He has so much hump on him.
Guys, which one was I found?
Number 2.
He was in the saddle on that horse. Well, if we think about it, found one
No,
on
I'm
the
not
road.
gonna lie. I feel like that horse kind of have like some impressive strength to stand for that long while having a person on them, just casually sitting on their, not even sitting, just lying on their back with a saddle on top of them as well. That horse must have some incredible strength. And again, a horse can only stand. Wait, can a horse only stand though, right? It sleeps standing up. Yeah, it has to have some incredible strength then. Damn.
Back back side of the property. We found one in the trash can, front left part. So the northeast would be the spot. I would think they try to be as far as possible. That would make sense.
But after finding Jeffrey, I'm left as the last one standing.
Are they far possible?
I would think they be as far as possible. Trash can, front left part. So the northeast.
Oh, they are not far possible. They're literally like a straight line. That is not far at all. They're literally in a straight line. If you think about it, like, look at this. They were not planning it far.
I think they try to be as far as possible. That would make sense.
But after finding Jeffrey, I'm left as the last one standing. So the guys are regrouping to try and figure out the possible locations of my hiding spot.
I think Matt is a tree of some kind.
It'd be hard to bury him.
Bro, how do they
The
know?
rock, and then have all the grass on top of it.
It's like that worked for him last time. So why would you trade something out that worked? But also, you can't be the exact same.
So I think there's a lot of trees there. I think he's in that section right there where we were walking. Would be a good place to hide. We had 20 minutes. We'll focus our efforts there.
Buildings arguably cleared. We went boundary to boundary on both sides, but obviously you can't clear 50 acres in an hour. But most of the places we've been are cleared unless he's on the move.
There he is.
Or is this in play?
Oh, they're literally both walking by
Hey, I'm
him.
gonna pop right over here and check this stuff along here, and then I'm gonna come back.
I can't believe that just happened. Both at the same time decided to turn off the road right
That's
before coming
wild.
up on me.
He just, that's wild though. Like, he just casually just walks through like this large amount of grass. Like it's nothing. Look at this.
At the same time decided to turn off the road right before coming up on me.
I'm picturing like Arnold Schwarzenegger in The Predator. Like he just comes out of a tree trunk, you know? If Chris finds him, I'm leaving. Edit me out.
You gotta find out. There's a lot of stuff that looks out of place, guys. Have intentionally made it hard. That's some broke brush. Maybe that was Alex.
Look, he's
But with pretty much
committed.
all the
He
areas
was looking
clear,
through
they decided
everything.
To go all in on this section of the woods.
What's gonna hurt is when we figure out where he was. It's like, if we
I find it weird, like the way he just walks. Hey, look at this.
In on this section of the woods.
Alright, look at this. Like, he's so like man is stiff,
gonna hurt
just
is
walking
when-
through everything.
figure out where he
Just
was.
taking it in.
If we've probably worked there, that's gonna hurt.
Okay, this is crazy. They're literally walking right by me right now.
I'm actually surprised not one of them
We
has
got about
stepped on
15
him.
minutes. So we got 2 down, and now we can take our time to hopefully not miss anything. But I mean, again, there's so much ground to cover.
Dude, this is a lot harder than I thought it would be. Big countdown.
He must have won. Surely he
It's a
won
good
this.
property. There's a lot of things that are suspect about it. It's just a lot of weird spots.
What do you see, dude?
Nothing.
This is crazy.
Whatever he's doing. Alex, we got 10.
All right. It's gonna be like that last year. You guys are feeling like right by him, and everyone watch like, dude, he's right there. Like he is right there.
Don't move.
Man, they're really looking. I think he got him. Oh, damn.
We got him. Oh my gosh, that's the ring stuff, dude. 6 minutes.
He's
to kill.
covered
Are you
in
serious?
dirt.
6 minutes.
That's real tight.
Yeah.
We want to put a link in the description for this. But
Damn, I wonder if his legs haven't fallen asleep from all that, for that long. Like for real. Has his legs not fallen asleep at all? Like that for like a whole hour straight. He literally was not moved for a whole hour. Yeah, that's insane though. He almost won too, by like a few minutes. Hey, look at that shit. Look at that shit. That's like a thick layer of makeup and bark. That's insane. That's commitment too.
6 minutes.
that's real tight.
Yeah.
We want to put a link in the description for the Special Forces Foundation.
Anything that the American people can do to support them is greatly appreciated. We're with you guys in the choice to continue try to find ways to honor them.
And as I promised you guys, time for dinner. So what are you guys doing this weekend?
Probably going to the park.
Lead the charge on Isengard.
Let him know sit. Let him know sit, me boy. I feel that's actually insane though. That is insane though. I'm not gonna lie. Nah, it really took him 2 people to find 3. It really took 2 special agents to find like 3 people that pretty sure were like at least 2 of them were like hitting him very well, like just an hour. That's kind of insane, I'm not gonna lie, but for real though, that's the end of the video, y'all. If you liked it, please, if you liked the video and the content, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm gonna catch y'all later. Peace.